for the first time I have a review that I feel like filling up with spoilers from start to finish. Yes, this game has a strong story, but the funny thing about it is that we do not know this until about 5 minutes from the end. This is Rime, a great game that surprised me because it hit me hard when I was not expecting. Rime is a puzzle platformer with some aspects of a walking simulator. Some emphasis is given to exploration, but somehow the game is linear, and if you do not make a point of picking up the various collectibles, you can follow the line of action without much incentive to deviate from it. If you are looking for action or some sort of a fighting game, you have come to the wrong door. There is none of that here. At the beginning of the game, you wake up on an island and everything leads you to believe that there was a shipwreck, but you do not remember anything. After that, I was simply puzzled by everything. I honestly did not know what to do, and the game only gives us minimal information to allow us to move forward. Except for a mysterious black silhouette with a red cloak and a fox that soon appears and seems to want to guide us across the scenario, the early game is slow and somewhat disappointing. The world is empty and sterile, and contrasting with the stylized and very colorful comic book art style. I admit that it was this environment that kept me going forward, as well as the soundtrack that is simply sublime, calm and relaxing classical music, which always gives a tone of solitude in the void of hope to everything we are seeing on the monitor. This beginning is boring, I cannot lie, but after the first hour of the game I was completely immersed and I could not wait to see where the story would take me. The game goes through several stages, each one refines the levels a little bit. Even without telling any story, and with the cutscenes puzzling us more and more, we feel that the plot is getting more and more denser, and we begin to feel entangled in the discovery. The different levels are increasingly complex at the artistic level, something that is not followed by the complexity of the puzzles, or even our ability to understand our actions. We are simply following the clues and executing the actions without knowing the reason. For me, this is the biggest flaw in the game. Being the controls when running jumps between platforms. When we climb, the controls go crazy and it is impossible to know which side we have to press for the character to jump in the desired direction. In a small scale, I may even consider that I do not like the noise of the footsteps, which do not seem to fit the rest of the environment sounds that exist in the game, and the game experiences some frame drops on Xbox version, but nothing too concerning. And when we think that we are beginning to understand the storyline, we disdain to say that this game is another Journey clone. We feel that everything is very near the end and surely nothing else will happen, right? Well, then everything falls upon us. Not suddenly. First it gives us a tap on our shoulder, and when we turn around in that split second of surprise, we are looking at whoever nudged us, we get a punch in the face. Then, fallen without reaction, we realize that this was really a great game.